forth, mortal. Closer, closer.
Hey bunnies, welcome to Indie Insider. This is Dawn, Dusk, Dream Sewage. Now I really hope I can fix up the window. It doesn't have a full screen mode, so it might be a little bit wonky on the screen, we'll see. I don't really know what this is about. I know that it's a really high-rated horror on itch.io at the moment. I guess let's give it a shot. I know that you can click enter. It's just like arrow keys and enter, I think. Okay, so I don't know what I am. I'm like that domo thing. Oh no. What is that? I talk to you? Lost, are you? I once thought myself lost too. I have come to embrace this persistent hopelessness. Hopeless. The fading glimmers of recollection that hover at the edge of my sanity, ever eluding my mortal grasp. I am but a sentient husk, filled with perpetual confusion, the feeling of familiarity constantly flickering. Why is that word so hard to say? Toying with my fractured mind as it slips once more into the void. You seem familiar. A memory of a dream, perhaps? An ill-fated past, encounter from another reality, in which both our forms were present? Is this but a trickle, a passing glimpse of momentary subconscious retention? I cannot recall. Welcome to the sewage plant, the tragic remnants of a dream. A spiritless processing complex, flooded with ill-fated beings such as yourself. Here we linger, tethered to this decaying facility, adrift in the endless void between reason. Yeah, okay, so we're done with him. Them. I don't, you know. I'm sure they're quite genderless here. Can I do anything here? Oh, that's a ladder. That's a ladder. Who are you? Knowledge! Education! The fundamental skills, the grand mysteries, the secretive joys, all linger in the tattered pages of these moth-bitten, human leather-bound books. There's a name for that. I forget what it's called, though. I've poured countless hours into my studies. I am wise beyond belief. You spelled that wrong. Worship me as you do your deities. And I alone know how this place functions. I have unraveled the mysteries of these foul sewage pipes. I found bliss in understanding beyond reason. I shall teach none. These secrets are mine. This knowledge shall wither and die with me. I shall be the last of the educated few. The great reader of the sewage plant, the high priest of books. Unchallenged. Lest another read these tomes. Honestly though, who here would have time for that? Our patience has dwindled, our attention but a husk. Gradual the decay of knowledge, of wisdom's great powers, slowly sapped through countless hours of screens staring boredom. These cellular devices are the harbinger of our gradual demise. The silence are coming to mass okay, so he's a boomer. Okay, so that means it's done, because I heard that last time and it was done. So I guess I go back down? Just go down and listen to these stories, I guess. Twist, contort, spiral, weave your way through the metallic piping that endlessly coils these accursed planes. Warp, bend, snap, and tear. How pitiful, how hopeless, how tragic. Woeful is this form, that which struggles to squeeze into the brittle ducts that line these damp fungus scatters walls. These hands bleed as I push them into the piping bones splintering and veins gushing dark fluid onto the uncaring flooring of this complex. Crouch, squeeze, burst, and rend. I will smash my head against these iron siphons, blistering my brain matter, corroding my broken memories evermore as I attempt to become one with these pipes. I stand here, a fractured mortal, seeking an unobtainable joy. The bliss of melding this flesh form with the sewer works. I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I was expecting puzzles, but it looks like it's just terrifying descriptions of these people's lives. No matter how much... No matter how much sludge I can chew, nothing can fill the void that lingers in my putrid heart. I am but a swine being, nightmares of the vast sewers, flesh-bound mortal of this realm. Here I dwell, observer of the sludge core, whittling away my days with the pitiful consumption of pipeline ooze secretions and waking nightmares of the vast sewers. How I long for meaning in these lonesome walls, the drab sewage complex in which my form sluggishly exists. The heart yearns for adventure, for passion, and love, for the warm embrace of acceptance, the kind touch of joy and the fleeting sensation of happiness. Yet, all I can muster are these words. All I can put my limbs to is the consumption of bland sewage matter. How cruel this bewildering stationary life. Okay. What are these stories? Like, I'm interested, but it's also slightly boring? Like, I don't... Tread carefully, for these are poison glades. Witness the toxic beauty of the bloodflower, the cruel glare of the gloriosa lily, the bitter lick of the Scotch broom. There is such grace in the simplicity of death. These plants, blooms, and fungi are but the harbingers of non-existence' sweet embrace. To live close to such marvelous creations is to know bliss, ever present, the option for escape. My tongue is riddled with poison sores, for I, much to my sorrow, have been cursed with form still clings to this life. I could toil over these venomous something for my own creation for a millennia or more, and still these septic spores would not take me. Curses, how cruel this life! Lethal is but a joke to my mortal husk. I am impervious. I am unbreakable. I am the wretched garden dweller, hidden between the intricate piping of this savage sewerage plantation. I seek release, yet all I find is perpetual pain. That's a big yikes. So, like, what are we doing here? Surely there's something. There's two this time. Does one tell a lie and one tell a truth? One says nothing.
Listen closely, because I'm only going to whisper this. Don't tell my cousin over there, but I don't actually believe in any of this nonsense. Truth be told, I'm more of an agnostic. I've never really been one for sludge deities and whatnot. I mean, the robes here are silky, rather expensive, and feel as though you're tightly wrapped in a blanket, made entirely of angel feathers scattered with delicate hugs, making each comfortable moment more joyous than the last. I mean, honestly, you could study textiles and fashion design for a millennium and still not produce something this comfortable. Why? Aren't these standards issued to everyone? I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that these would be a global phenomenon if more people knew of the fabric-based splendors. It is no less than a tragedy that only my cousin and I get to experience these. You know, I even thought of selling these myself, but between the chapel maintenance and screaming into the void, hoping for the ancestral surge specters to arise from their grand slumber. There's little time for anything else. These robes are so snug, so warm and gentle. Oh, apologies, I may have gotten a little carried away there. I could talk to you all day about such matters and you still wouldn't understand. Not even wearing clothes, are you? Why, you waste mere breath on a sewer-born, rat-fleshed, rodent-eyed wastekin such as yourself. Just please promise me that you won't say anything to offend my cousin. He has a very sensitive heart, and I'd hate to see it broken. He's cry for days at a time. On more than one occasion, the tear-riddled shenanigans lasted for over a week. Poor soul.
So this is interesting. Can I talk to him now? Ho ho ho! I yet to embrace the grandeur of the ever-oozing sludge deity. Open yourself, body and soul, to the silent, irresistible, calming, infinite pipeline. Whistle as though sewage air through the endless iron labyrinth before you. Join us in prayer as we traverse the vast sewers of life, the sludge-riddled mess of existence, in the pursuit of the void brain's joyous, slime-strewn embrace. Life as we know it emerged, screaming from the primordial ooze, our entire being, the timeline of thought, reason, intentional movement. All the guttural rush of wastage flushed in gushing torrents of living, breathing being through the winding pipeline of the sewers of non-existence. We faithful few are the lifeblood of the system, the antifreeze chemical slough that keeps the perpetual sewage surging ever forth. Join us. Become the bleach-infused velvet robe-clad guardian of the glorious putrid wastage works. Hell no! Or should I be signed up? Sign me up. Slime, gunge, bleach, and ooze. These are the sacred foundations of our order. Which of these fundamental cores are true to your being? Look. I'm a bit more of a slime and gunge guy. I don't know about you. Ha! Oh, wise choice, rodent wanderer. May gunge fill your pores and slime guide your vision. See forth into the waterway of life and spread your slime-strewn message to the edges of this universe. Push beyond and preach further than any pitiful mortal creature of this existence. What the fuck? Oh, I thought I didn't... No, he did. I thought maybe not. Okay, so is this the end? I can talk to the ooze.
Come forth, mortal. Closer, closer. The pit has been waiting your arrival.
Let your being seep into the sewer works. Lose yourself to the sludge.
Fuse your
Crumbling soul with a decaying gunge. Ooze seeping through this labyrinth of iron piping. Which is your answer?
I'm gonna plunge headfirst into the pit. Drowned in sewage. Gargling wastewaters, esophagus ruptured, lungs burst, muddied veins filled with fetid sludge. Greetings, mortal. I didn't realize that it was the sludge talking.
Greetings, mortal. Another broken soul, form shattered, eternally ensnared in the web of non-existence. Feel the void calling. The eternal chasm between life and the darkness surging through the endless spaces, lingering on the edges of the seams of sentience. How cursed is one to linger, to dwell in this dark void, infinitely, gradually losing oneself as time slowly, meaninglessly, and painfully seeps ever by. Souls amass in the darkness, screaming in silence as their very essence is pulled from them. Every relationship and moment lived, crumbling. As the memory of their brain matter unwinds. One cannot stop this, none can escape. Mortals can only linger, eternal in their plight, their putrid cell-born suffering. No beings left on their cherished worlds, no minds spasming in recollection of the lost. Go now, suffer as they have. Watch in terror as your existence dwindles. Your very being decays. Observe as the void consumes you.
I gotta say, I'm not gonna do that voice very often. Ever again. Because that was so painful, but I had to get through it because I already started, you know? Anyway, that was Dawn, Dusk, Dream, Sewerage. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, make sure to leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I stream at least 3 days a week. Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays my time. There is a schedule countdown timer on my Twitch if you want to just go there, check out the panel, see if you can catch a stream. Because it's enjoyable. Sometimes I do game giveaways, like just Humble Bundle games that I didn't want. Or that I already have. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Follow me on Twitter to get updates on new videos, on streams. Maybe there'll be a stream that I will not have planned, and you'll be the first to know about it there. Thanks for watching, bunnies. See you next time.